Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, a brand new day. It is Tuesday morning? It is Tuesday morning. It is difficult for me to see. Which, here's something that I've only idly mentioned like once or twice in the past couple years. But I first noticed this when I was living in my brother-in-law's garage, like 3-4 years back. And then it continues to happen, and it was happening last night while I was out on walkies. There's floaters in your eyes, and when you're young, apparently, they tend to actually move. They're just solid little bits in your eyes that move, and because there's gel. As you get older, my sincere apologies, already this starts my bloody throat. As you get older, apparently those floaty things tend to stick to the sides of your eyes. And so the floaters you get are different. Well, actually, that's the reverse. When you're younger, you get the kind that stick. When you're older, you get the kind that float. I think mine are like the opposite, because what I see is more like what you're supposed to see when you're younger. It looks like there's actual, like, chunks of plastic. Like a literal, a cheese cutter is a metal frame, and then it's got wires that go across, and then you put it over cheese, and you go, and then the wires cut through the cheese. Literally, it's like there's a grid like that, except it's made out of plastic, and instead of fine metal wires, they're plastic tubes that go across. And then there's just this grid. Sometimes I will see like a literal grid that's floating in front of my vision like that. And everything I see through that grid looks like I'm staring through a chunk of plastic, like a cheese cutter with plastic lines running across.
Daddy, it's the man with the light bulb head.
Avert your eyes from his gaze, Junior, and we may yet be safe.
But Daddy, it's you.
Sometimes when I'm walking and out of the corner of my eye, like branches, I see they're motion lines where the divisions and stuff is in sudden just cut black lines that'll just stutter as I'm just looking at things. And last night I was looking at things on the ground as I was walking by, and literally it looked like the anti-aliasing had been turned off and the jaggies were there. It was just a chunk of something, and instead of just a regular smooth image, it was a line of pixels, another line of pixels, and another line of pixels for the edge. And that's what I'm seeing when I walk around and look at stuff. And sometimes the motion lines at the edges of my vision are my vision is weird that way, and my attention on things is odd in that happens, and it's very disturbing. Not like mentally, but physically. It's bothersome. It's like something's poking me in the eye, and it kind of hurts when I see that stuff happening. And my eyes will start to water because it's not a pleasant image, not image, but something's happening where it's not pleasant. And my eyes will start to water when that happens. So, what exactly is happening? Is it just age? Is it just the floaties in my vision? I don't know. But I had anti-aliasing turned off for a lot of things last night while I was out walking. I've only noticed it in the past 4 years, but who knows if it happened before that? I have no ideas. So, thumbs up on that. But it's a really weird thing, and it's been happening for a couple of years. It's kind of disturbing. I should probably talk to my primary care provider about it. But, I'm a turtle, so we'll see. I mean, I still haven't called about the pain here. I mean, part of that is, even if I do call up and I can't afford to go to an appointment, it's about 100 miles away, round trip. I have to go from where I live in Shelton, Washington, the closest Veterans Administration for health care is, I have to get on to We have a highway system that's numbered. There's I-5, Interstate Highway 5, that runs all the way north to south along the west coast of the United States. On I-5 in Washington State, I'm at exit 104. You head north, and I have to get out at exit 125. It takes me 20 miles to get from where I live to get to exit 104. So it takes a half hour of driving just to get to the highway so I can travel the 25 miles on the highway to get to there. So it's about a good 90 miles round trip. I don't have the money to fill my gas tank. So I can't even afford to go to an appointment. So make an appointment and then cancel it because I can't get there? Now, if I start at like 5:30 in the morning, I can apparently take a bus from Shelton to Olympia, and then there's a bus that runs from someplace in Olympia to American Lake. So if I start at 5:30 in the morning, I can get to a noon appointment. But any closer than that, closer to the start of the day, and there's no way I can get there. So thumbs up. I gotta say, hopefully yesterday, it's like, hopefully it's not bone cancer. Hopefully it's just something like a torn rotator cuff. For those who haven't been, anybody new and hasn't been watching since when I fell in December, there was really cold weather. There was snow. We had a lot of ice. And I was not paying attention. The roads were icy, and I had already caught myself from a bad fall once. But I was zooming, not thinking, came off a sidewalk, stepped downward onto ice that was frictionless, totally frictionless. And I found myself feet going one way and my body coming down. I twisted in the air like a cat because I was coming down on my hip. And at 56, I don't want to be smacking my hip bone on the ground. Holy smokes, a broken hip? No thanks. I don't have a cell phone. I would have been stuck there. So I twisted in the air like a cat, came down on my knees, and I had my arm out here, bashed up my arm, and you can still see the mark there from where I ripped up my elbow here too. But when I went and slammed into the ground with this arm, it really hurt up here. And now, 6 months later, this still really hurts. Like if I lift my arm up in the air and keep it here, oh boy, that starts hurting bad. If I keep my arm down, it's not bad. I can play video games because it's stretched out and onto the keyboard to do the movement stuff. But if I do this sort of thing, by the time I'm done with my vlog, holy smokes does this hurt. So yeah, I need to get that. But then on the other hand, how do you fix, if it is a torn rotator cuff and not, say, bone cancer, how do you fix that? I don't want surgery. I've had surgery once when I was 5 years old. I can't say I never have. But I was about 5 or 6 and I had my tonsils out. Past having my tonsils out, I have not had any surgery. And I'm kind of scared of surgery these days. I'm getting older. I don't want to have my system depressed with the anesthesia and then go through the shock and trauma of actual surgery. The older you get, the harder it is on you. And we still did, I worked in healthcare for 15 years. Now, 10 of those I worked in geriatric care, where we took care of people who'd had hip surgery. But 5 of that I spent working in the Medicare wing of the skilled nursing facility I worked at, where people came from the hospitals and then instead of leaving in body bags when they died of old age, they left to go home when they got better. Because hospitals can't keep you till you get better. They keep you till you're just well enough that they can ship you out the door. If you're so bad that you can't go straight home from there, you go to a skilled nursing facility, a nursing home, where they have a Medicare wing, where you get to stay and get medical care until you're healthy enough that they can ship you home. That was where I worked in the last couple years. on the Medicare wing. So I got to deal with actual people that we were leaving to go home because they got better instead of leaving to go to the coroners in a body bag. I cleaned up and took care of about 200 corpses during my time as a nurse's aide. I'm no stranger to death. I know what's going to happen to my body when I die. I've taken care of it. I've had to take care of people who have died at like 15 all the way up to almost 100 and some. So yeah, thumbs up for that. But even at that, we had 60, 70, 80-year-olds coming into the nursing homes after having had surgeries. So it happens. Our bodies are hardy. We have, from the stuff that I've been able to read, we have incredibly hardy bodies. We go through stuff regularly, that creatures out in the wild die from. I mean, we break bones and we heal from it. Shock from broken bones kills a lot of just animals out in the wild. And then even if shock doesn't do it, you're out in the wild. If you break one of your legs, how can you run down prey? You can't. You die. So we've become incredibly hardy. I mean, we fall out of airplanes. Yeah, it's the outliers that survive, but we can fall out of airplanes and live. We get smacked by cars and survive. I mean, we're amazingly tough. It's awesome. Past that though, yes, I did go walkies last night, and that's good. I have, just as an aside, because it suddenly flicked in my head, I only bought 2 10-pound bags of potatoes and 2 containers of salsa, along with some cheese and some butter-like substance. I'm almost out of potatoes. I've been eating mostly just potatoes this month. Could be why I've not lost even half an ounce while I've been exercising, but I haven't been exercising as much either. So if I haven't lost any weight, I think I've actually gained a pound or 2. A lot of carbs and potatoes. It's a good thing though. I mean, they are good and they're good for you. And I'm a relatively simple taste. I mean, I can eat the same thing in a row for a long time before it really just, I can't eat it anymore. My wife was such, when she was alive of course, that if she had something on Monday, it would have to be 2 weeks before she could have it again. That's just the way she was wired. Whereas if I love spaghetti, I can have spaghetti for dinner for a month and be happy. But if I only have spaghetti for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I'm going to be sick of it after 3 days. But I'm relatively simple in that I can eat the same thing for one meal for a very long time, and as long as I've got variation in my other meals, it's fine. My sincere apologies. I gotta try to edit that out. 13 minutes. Try and remember what I was talking about. Yes, and food. So my just having potatoes to eat doesn't really bother me, because they taste good with cheese and salsa and a sprinkling of salt with butter-like substance on them. And so I bake up a potato or 2. Actually, it's usually 2 potatoes, sometimes 3 if I'm really hungry. And then I just, like I say, butter them up. Tear up some cheese and put on some salsa, sprinkling of salt, and then I just eat. I take the skins off. My dentures are not, they don't have a good chewing surface, and so it's hard to chew things, and my skin is insanely delicate, so when I eat, it doesn't feel like I'm chewing food. What it feels like is I have really delicate gums that are chewing dentures, and then the dentures are mashing food, so it hurts to chew, and it's very tiring. So I take the potato skins off just for that. I don't mind the taste of them. I think they're fine, but so a lot of potatoes. I don't know if I got enough potatoes to last the month, and I don't know if my cat has enough. Well, I got enough food. If I feed her the way she wants to be fed twice a day, I've got enough food for the next 6 days. It's 10 days until I get paid. So I can only feed her wet food once a day on some days, and she started off eating the dry, crunchy food. Now she won't even eat a piece, so she's a cat. And she's batting at plastic things because she's silly. Oh, excuse me. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. It's pretty easy this time. I opened up one page of comments and over 24 hours worth. So my bleeding subscribers, my views are going down, and now 24 hours worth of comments, I just have to open up one page and more than that. So yeah, I might as well, by YouTube terms, I don't have a functioning channel. Yay! But by my terms, I certainly do. Now, if I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and it's a range of 20 to 25 because even though I count American Sign Language, depression, fibro, so let me call on my Chrome. And we have Leo Vio, thank you so very, very much. And Moon Reborn, greatly appreciated. Christian Andrews, thumbs up and thank you. And Daniel Mungia, I sure hope I'm close. Dead Kiddo, thumbs up and thank you. Vantion, thank you so very, very much. Confused Owl 29, greatly appreciated. Audio Shark, thumbs up and thank you. A Lemon Pie 407, thumbs up. Catherine Fierce, greatly appreciated. Russian Timing, thumbs up and thank you. Cinti, greatly appreciated. Catherine Fierce, greatly appreciated. BK, thumbs up and thank you. Polled, greatly appreciated. Sky Fog Lol, greatly appreciated. And Ern Grung, heck of a name, and oh, the bloody horror, thank you so very much. And Sebastian Ferris, thumbs up and thank you. Muraladaran Yaganathan, boy, I bet I'm nowhere close, thank you so very, very much. And Matthew Bulcher, greatly appreciated. Ugly, I don't want to be demonetized. I really don't mind swearing. My wife didn't like me swearing. I don't want to get demonetized. This is toward the end. Shouldn't be so bad. Ugly motherfucker. Thank you so very, very much. Abda Alatif Zeden. I'm nowhere close. Thank you so very, very much. Trinity Livingston. Thumbs up and thank you. Do I have enough people to even thank 25? Bugaboo Ladybug. Greatly appreciated. And last but not least, Ice Damon. There's only like Aaron Buckley, Vinod Bott, and Luke Vinter. Everybody over the last 24 hours has gotten a shout out now. Every single commenter. Thumbs up and thank you all. Greatly appreciated. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, even as my channel continues to die in front of my eyes. Greatly appreciated, each and every one of you. And if you could check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. Now, if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. And of course, if you could toss me a like, that would be cool, because I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you don't want to. I mean, I'm bleeding subscribers like I'm a diseased cow and everything's running away, so I would understand. But if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. So I've got this video, I got another video, I got one I have to edit and render. I still have my walkies videos. They finished the roundabout and it's functioning. They've been working on Olympic Highway North, so it's almost done. It's looking good. I need to get the walkies camera out there. I still haven't found the cord for my camera. I haven't really looked for it either because I'm a turtle and I'm still having mental issues. I will probably have mental issues until the day that I die. I'm unmedicated at the moment, so that doesn't help. So I got this video that you've been watching, got that other video, got another video. So that is a very good thing. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side. And that, my friend, is a very good thing. And, well, shucks, I might as well just sort of yammer and look at the camera for a few more seconds.